Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced from AlexMercedCoder.dev, and welcome to this video. What I want to do is just kind of show you how to make a quick text-based game in Python. I've done this before, but this one's going to not use classes. This one we'll call Pool Cleaner. So the idea here is that you're like a pool cleaner, cleaning every week, making money, and you can upgrade your tools as you gain more money. Okay, so essentially the way I would break this down is first we kind of have some variables representing we'll call it the game state. So this is like the state of the game, like where you at in the game. Okay, so there's gonna be two sort of main things. We'll call this like the game, meaning like sort of like what it's gonna be a dictionary that represents sort of where you're at in the game. So a couple things we care about. We care about like, hey, what tool the player has. Okay, and we're gonna have an array of tools. So essentially the player is gonna start with tool 0, the first thing in the array. The player is gonna have money. So that's gonna be also 0. And that's really the main two things we're going to keep track of here. Okay. Then we're also going to have our tools, which we'll keep it simple. We'll have two sets of tools. So we'll make a list of tools, each tool being a dictionary. So first tool will have like name, call it have a small net to clean the pool, which, and then whenever you use the tool, it's going to make you money. So we'll call it profit. And the profit will say for the small net will be 10. And the cost, so if you wanted to buy it, is 0 because you're going to start it off with this tool. Okay, so there's the first tool. Now if I want to add any more tools, I can just copy this and just change the stats. So the cost of the next tool will be 100, and the profit will be 30, or we'll say 100, and it'll be called the big net. Cool. Okay. Now what's going to happen is that whenever we play the game, you're going to have different choices. So to keep everything kind of nice and broken up, I'm going to make up one function per choice, okay, before we create our loop. Okay, so game option function. So first thing that you can do is you can clean pools. So we'll make a function for cleaning pools. So clean pool. And if you clean the pool, what's going to happen is first it's going to print out a message saying F. And actually, first thing we should do is probably um, give the your current tool its own variable tool, so that we don't have to keep typing like tools 0. So tool equals tools, and then that's going to be using game tool. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm grabbing this value, which is 0, so that's what this is, and passing it to the tools list to say, hey, I want to grab the first tool. So that way, as they progress in the game, this is always going to grab whatever tool they are currently at. Okay, and I'm going to say, hey, you clean a pool with your, and that's going to be tool name. I got to make those single quotes. Tool name and make tool profit. Okay, so it's going to print out that message, but now we actually have to update your stats. So basically the thing that should change is that your money, so that's game money, should go up by, so plus equals, the profit from your tool. Cool. Okay, so that's that choice. So basically if you clean a pool, you're going to use your tool. It's going to tell you to use your tool, and then we're going to increase your money. Okay. Then you're going to have the option of checking your stats. So check stats. Okay. So that way, if you're wondering like what your progress is, this will just print out where you're at. So it's just going to say print. And then again, I'll just copy this line to grab the tool. Okay. Print F. We're going to say you currently have, and then that will print out your money. So that'd be like game money and are using a tool name. Okay. That's going to print that message, and that just kind of tells you what your progress in the game is. Good. Then you're going to have the option to upgrade. Okay. So we need to figure out what the next tool is. Okay, so we'll call this next tool. And the next tool should be whatever your current tool is plus 1. Okay. And then okay, and then we'll check to make sure that, hey, like this tool isn't, this tool exists. So we'll do like if next tool equals none, because there is no next tool. Okay, then what you're going to do is going to print there is no more tools. And then we'll just return 0, just to kill the function. So it doesn't matter what you return. Okay. Then, assuming that there is a tool, then that will pass that if statement. So then we need to check, hey, do you have enough money for the tool? So we're going to say, hey, okay, hey, is money, so is game money less than next tool cost. Okay. And basically, if your money is less than the tool cost, then you don't have enough money for the tool, so print not enough to buy tool. And then we'll end there, return 0. And basically, if you pass those 2 checks, that means you should have enough money to buy the tool. So then basically what we do is we will take game money. First, we're going to reduce your money. So minus equals, okay, the next tool's cost. Okay, and then we're going to take your game tool and add 1 to it. So that way when we use a tool, your tool now equals the next number. So plus 1. And there you go. Okay, so there's upgrade. Now we want to say, hey, did you win the game? So we'll create a function for checking the win status. So def win check. Okay, and then basically what we'll do is we'll say, hey, when you have 1,000, basically when you have the second tool and you have $1,000, you win. Okay, so basically we'll keep this real simple. If if game tool, and since there's only 1 tool, so just if it equals 1, the second tool, and game money equals 1,000. Let's see here, something there. Oh, I wrote curly brackets because this is Python, not JavaScript. Okay. So if you have the other tool and your money equals 1,000, then it's gonna be like print you win and return true. And if that is not the case, then we will just return false. Okay, no need for an else because again, if this returns true, then this line will never run. Cool. So now we have all the pieces that we need And then we can just basically build out the main game. So now we can just say, hey, while true, because basically we just want an infinite loop, the game that just kind of keep repeating itself. So then we're going to say, hey, we'll just say we'll call it I. I don't feel like typing a big variable name. Okay, I equals going to be the result of user input. And then we'll put a prompt saying, one clean pool, two check stats, three upgrade, and four quit. Okay, so you're gonna have four, and you can always add more options. You can get creative with this, but we're gonna keep this simple. So then we just put an if statement for each possibility. So if I equals 1, then we're gonna do clean pool, and that's that. If I equals 2, then we'll run check stats, and then that's that. And if I equals 3, then we'll run upgrade. And if I equals 4, that's when you quit. So we'll just break the loop. Okay, print, and we'll just print a message so that way you understand you quit the game. Okay, and then after all the if statements at the end of each loop, what it should do is just do a if when check. So it's going to check. So basically, when check is going to return true or false. Okay, and if it returns true, then we want this to run, and we want this to basically break the loop. Okay, and there we go. You have the whole game. So now if I run this, Python pool cleaner.py, see it says, hey, clean pool, check stats, upgrade, quit. Okay, now let me just check my stats. Nope, that didn't quite work. I see why. Because these are numbers. So I need to make sure I make I a number. So let's go back over here and say I equals int I. So I'm turning I into an integer. Okay, I gotta cast it. Because again, anything input things is a string. I could also change these to strings, but this is quicker. Okay, so let me quit the game. There we go. Okay, let's run that again. Now let's try check stats and see how it works. You currently have 0 and are using a small net. Okay, now if I clean the pool with a small net and make 10. Now let me check my stats again, and we can see our stats have changed. Okay, so I can just go clean the pool a few times. Let me check my stats, where I'm at, 110. I think I have enough to upgrade. So let me do 3, upgrade. Okay, you currently have 3. Did I put no message there in the upgrade? Upgrade, there's no more tools. Oh, okay, I didn't put a message if you do upgrade. Okay, so but now if I check my stats, see now I'm using the big net and see my money has gone down. Now if I try the upgrade again, I get an error. Oh, because the index is out of range. So it's probably a good way to check that. You probably have to first check, hey, what the length is. So in that case, here's what we're going to do. We're going to say, okay, if, okay, if tool, or if game tool, so if your current tool number is equal, greater than, or equal than, to the length of tools, because if basically that's the case, and actually technically -1, because technically the index isn't going to be the same as the length, so it's going to be 1. So basically the length is 2, so really 1 is what we want to compare it to. Because basically, if -1, that means you're kind of at the end of the array, you're at the end of the list. So in that case, then what we're going to do say is no more tools upgrade. Print no more upgrades. And then we just want the function to end. So we'll just return 0. Okay, and that's just going to make sure that there's no more tools to upgrade with. So and then let me actually add a message for when you upgrade. Let me say here, print, you are upgrading your tool. Okay, try this again. So again, I'll do my stats, small net, then we will clean some pools. Okay, let me see how I'm doing on money. I'm at 110. Now let me upgrade 3, no, 2's, no, 3's upgrade. You are upgrading your tool, great. Then I'm gonna try to upgrade again, see if we get an error. Nope, no more upgrades, perfect. I clean some pools. Let's see how I'm doing on stats. I'm at 510. See what I'm doing on my stats. I'm at 1010, so I should be winning soon. Ah, okay, so chances are my win check, there's something wrong here. And see, I checked, it has to be exactly 1,000. So here's my problem. Okay, you can only win if your money is exactly 1,000. So that's going to be impossible to do. So what I need to do at this point, is change this to be greater than or equal 1,000. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, so let's play the game. And then I'm going to say, okay, first let me try the upgrade, make sure that if I don't have enough money, I can't upgrade. It says not enough to buy the tool, perfect. Then I clean some. Then I upgrade. Not enough to buy the tool, so I got to do some more. Oops, no, that's right. There we go. I upgraded my tool. See how am I doing on money? I have 60. Then I'm gonna go. See how I'm doing on stats. I have 860, so that should put me at 960. So then on the next one, I should win the game. I win. Good. There we go. We've completed a game. And see, it didn't take that many lines of code. Okay. So cool. I'll see you all later. Have a great day and enjoy.